Gary. Let's get to hear your child win your games. Good luck.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Gary.
Does that ring a bell?
School classroom.
Primary schools.
Yes.
Correct. I remember back then, during recess time, that was the only time I can play. It's because after schools, my parents would be so on time to fetch me home, and I don't have the chance to play after school. The reason to it, I think I finally know what the reason is. Let me show you. This. Okay? This. Who wouldn't bully a kid like this? So do you think my parents would be happy to let me play other kids? So during recess time, or break time you call, some may call break time, when I go out to the playground of my school, it was like a battlefield. And I have to survive it. It was like my Hunger Games. Before I go on, and before I share the games that we used to play, some of you might not know some of the games. Reason could be probably we could be from a different generation. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on to the first game. I'm sure all of you are very familiar with this game. Rock, paper, scissors. Rule is simple. Rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper. Paper beats rock. So one day I was playing with a friend called Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
Christopher Columbus is a Chinese kid, yeah? Surname is Paul. Chinese name is Lumbus. So he approached me and then he said, Gary, we play choose. Yeah, choose is another name for rock, paper, scissors. So we choose 5 times. 5 times means first to 5. So we choose. Sooner or later, the scoreline was 4-1 and I was leading. A nerd like me was leading. And then he said, Gary, slow it down. Okay, fine. So the next round, this is the epic moment. Next round, he goes like this. This is me, yeah? This is him. 1, 2, 3. And I was like, what was that? You don't know this? This is magic. This is magic wand. I magic your rock away. See how he put that? I totally lose that one. I magic your rock away. So speechless, fine. The score is 4-2. Next round. 1, 2, 3. So I was like, yes, this time I win, because I thought he was using paper. But before I could say that, he said, no. This one is a mirror. I reflect your magic back to you. You hit yourself, you lose. I was speechless. I know he was losing, he was acting like a loser. But I just accepted the fact that I lost. Next round. 4-3 the score, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Now what? I told him. He said this one is bomb. I bomb your mirror. Your mirror crack. You lose. I was telling him you could just use a rock. You don't have to blast my mirror. Okay, fine. Score is at 4-4 now. This is the final round. I know I have to play it smart, and this is in between win or lose for me. So here comes the moment of truth. 1, 2. I have to tell you, you couldn't see the finger I put out because I feel it's better that I censor it.
Okay.
Okay? So I told him, yes, I won, 5-4. It's his turn now. What's that? Oh no, I just used a longer one. Yeah, longer one, censor. So there's another game other than rock, paper, scissors. And I'm sure some of you are familiar with it, not all. It's called ice and water. Ice and water. Look at the name, ice and water. It's basically just like a simple tag game, but with extra action. So the rule is simple. There'll be one person chasing after all the others. The person chasing will have to tag or touch the other players, and when he touches the other players, he'll have to call out ice, ice, when he touches a player. And then the player who got tagged or touched will have to freeze and stop on the spot. You can't even move your eyeballs. If you could stop your heartbeat, that's even better. So I remember one day I was playing with a friend. We were playing ice and water. Suddenly, I need to pee. So I thought, okay, peeing is more important. So I went to the toilet, I peed on the urinal. You know, urinal is the one standing, yeah? So I was peeing. Out of nowhere, the chaser came in. And I told myself, oh God, not this time. So I was still peeing, you know? And then I have one thought, I cannot stop peeing. It may look like a handbrake, but it's not a handbrake. So I cannot handbrake it, no emergency brake. So I had another thought, plan B. I said, okay, maybe I could just fan him away or defend myself with the pistol I got down here. So he approached me, but before I could do anything, he tagged me. Ice. And all you need to know from this point onwards is I spent the whole break time with the urinal. And I can tell you this, those who used the toilet on that day has seen something that cannot be unseen. So you see, childhood games back then, I feel so old saying this, was fun. Childhood games take up a big part of my childhood. If we look back, we used to have those funniest of thoughts, we played the silliest of games, and we did the craziest of things. So try this. If one day you're going out on a coffee with a friend, and you run out of topics to talk about, try talking about your childhood. I'm sure it will bring back sweet memories, and I'm sure you'll miss it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. It's always amazing to hear